Well, let's talk a little bit about. So are you retired, or are you still active, or like what, because I know you were just involved with the Georgia on My Mind show, right? I want to ask you about that. But as far as your professional career, would you say you're retired, or are you still active, or?
I pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asked often to do projects, but at this point, I just want to have fun.
Sure.
It's not about money at this point in my career. It's about doing things that give me joy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that give me joy is working with my band. I adore these guys. They are incredible. And we do once a month at the Gray.
Yes,
brunch.
You had mentioned that. Yeah.
And it is pretty fantastic.
Who's in your band?
Andrew Sovine is guitar. Jalen Rays plays drum.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Kelly plays
bass. Ryan's great.
And the person that introduced me to all of these guys, Jared Hall.
Yeah, I knew. I was going to say I thought Jared was in there. Yeah,
Jared is my champion.
That's some of the best talent in Savannah right there. Yeah.
Let me tell you, these guys. A friend of mine was here over the weekend to see us at the Gray, and he and I have known each other from the police. He's sound engineer from the Police, and Steve Winwood and Sting, and so he said, you need to take this on the road.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He said, you guys are phenomenal.
That's quite a compliment. Yeah.
That somebody like that. So
and that's what before we started recording here. We were kind of talking about being in Savannah, and or I was telling you how I started Savannah Jams, and that's I've always said that about Savannah. I don't know a lot about the Charleston music scene or a lot of the other music scenes, but I do know a heck of a lot about Savannah's music scene. Mm-hmm. And what I know is there are so many talented musicians in Savannah that a lot of these folks could be stars themselves, or at least opening up for the stars. I mean, the level of talent is just crazy here. Something's in the water in Savannah here.
I'd eventually find my people because, I met a lot of musicians here. And
that was going to be my next question. Why Savannah? How did you get to Savannah?
My best friend and her husband lives in Pooler. My best friend of almost 50 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And her husband retired and moved to Pooler. So my
visiting
wife
them.
and I, Sue, and I used to live in Naples, Florida. So we
your area code is still Naples, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
And we would visit back and forth. Once a month, they'd come to us, and we'd come to them. And we started to sort of feel something. Well, let me put it this way. I started to feel something in Savannah. And I'm like, because Naples is one of the most beautiful places.
That's what I hear. I hear it's lovely.
But that's all. It has no soul. It has no diversity.
Oh, wow.
It has nothing engaging for me. The only people of color that I saw were cleaning rooms in hotels. And, not that that's a bad thing, but there was just no one there for me to relate to. And
how long were you there?
20 years.
Oh, wow.
I moved to Naples to reinvent myself. And once I did all of that, it was like, okay, what do I do now? And they had no real culture, no music scene, and even the people that were doing music, they were usually jazz artists, and they did not want to include anybody. It was not inclusive at all. So when we came to Savannah and started hanging out here and seeing all that was here, the culture, the art, just all the things that I was missing from New York. I said to Sue,
I was thinking, because you're a gal from New York. You're used to that art and that culture,
And I said to Sue, I said, what do you think about moving? Because we were we were planning on moving. We were planning on buying a house. We were planning on doing all these things. And I said, what about, we were looking in Naples. And I said, what about Savannah? Well, she had a breakdown because she had been there 40 years. Her whole life was there.
Oh, wow.
But it took 24 hours and she was on it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Over it really quickly.
What was what was it that
she had to feel whatever it was she needed to feel.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure her mind was going a mile a minute about all my friends and all.
Yeah.
And she had a brother that lived there. And so, you know,
and you said
you've been giving up a lot.
You said you've been here 7 years, roughly? Or?
It'll be 7 years this May 30th.
And I assume because she still has family and friends there, that you guys still go back quite a bit? Or?
I'll never go back to Florida.
Wow.
Okay.
I
have no desire to go back to Florida. But she does.
You're not the first person I met who says that about Florida, trust me, yeah.
I have no desire. But she goes to visit her family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's how we got here. And plus...
Sorry, you know, I've just been noticing
know,
that squirrel.
Right?
Is that normal? Is that?
Yeah.
Have you seen Mr. Squirrel there before? Because he's making quite a stir. Yeah. Right there. Okay.
And moving here was much more affordable than building a house in Naples. And so, I mean, you see what this house is.
Oh yeah. Well, I was going to say I have friends and family who have. Visited me in my 23 years down here and have moved down here, and people who I recommend, and I say Bryan County is 20 minutes away, but I was going to ask you, your best friend is in Puller. It's always cooler in Puller. Not so much. So why Richmond Hill and not Puller if your best friend was there? And was she upset at you? She or he upset at you for that?
Was she? They live in Savannah Quarters.
Okay.
Quite lovely.
Yeah.
But it's a golfing community.
Yeah.
We're not golfers. We're outdoors people. And so this is why I know that how the universe just works the way it's supposed to. We were looking in their community, and then we were on our way home from a visit, and Sue saw a billboard for Waterways. Went home, did research, and said, I found this place. Let's take a look at it. We made an appointment, came here, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
It's so, I mean, we have kayaks, we ride our bikes.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a very coastal area down here,
We get to be outside a lot, so that's more what.
Yeah, you've made friends with the local natives, the squirrels in the trees right there. I have another mic, Mr. Squirrel, if you'd like to come. Right? I mean, he wanted to get in on this interview.
Carrying on. But that's what we love about this place. It's full of nature.
It was. It certainly was.
We even have alligators.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. Yeah, like I said, I've my friends, the Matthews family, who live down here, just down the road. We've gone out to his parents' house, and we'll take the jet ski out to St. Catherine's Island, or the boat out to St. Catherine's Island, and just hang out there. We haven't done that in a while, but we used to do that a lot. Back when we all were hanging out back in the day, about 10, 15 years ago. I wanted to ask you. So we talked a little bit about how you got to Savannah, and then you were just digging the culture and the arts. Yeah, and it is. I mean, you said you've been here around 7 years, you said?
Yeah. Well, 7 years minus 2. We were here during the pandemic, but we didn't do anything.
Sure.
But that's one of the reasons why we're so blessed to be here, because we didn't feel like we were away from anything. We were still able to go on our walks and ride our bicycles and go kayaking. So we felt like we were on vacation.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So that was
especially down
really
in this area.
Cool. Yeah, that was a really cool thing about being here.
So talk a bit about how you got. Was it a certain? Was it meeting your band, or what got you back into the music scene in Savannah? Was it organic, or was it,
Yeah, well, there was a friend of mine named Peter Fish that performed at the Savannah Jazz Festival. And he asked me if I would sing with him. So I did. And twice, actually. And from there, I did Blues Night.
You did with Eric, right?
Yeah, Eric.
That's right. A few years back at the
right.
Ships of the Sea, was it? Or
that one, but before then, I did. Eric's band played for me, and I did a set at the at Forsyth Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's how I met Jared.
Oh, okay.
And so, and from Jared and I asked Jared if he would work with me to get some songs together, and it was just going to be Jared and I. And then it just evolved organically into this ensemble that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know Jared that well. I mean, we've met. He may know my name, or he may recognize me, but we don't know each other that well. But I have. Obviously I've seen him perform a million times.
Yeah, because he's everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't know him that well. I would say hi to him, and like I said, he may know my face or my name, but we don't know him that well. There's still a few elusive musicians, I say, like that I say, because everybody thinks just because I've lived here so long and I've been doing Savannah Jams, everybody thinks I know every, and I'm like, no, like there's still, a lot. I mean, especially now. One question I wanted to ask you, and I do ask a lot of the artists that I interview and talk to. What are your feelings on the status, the current status of the live music scene here in Savannah now? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, there are a lot of musicians playing in a lot of places.
Yes.
And
more places. Yeah. Every day, it seems.
I don't get an opportunity to go and check them out as much as I'd like to because I just don't hang out at night, a lot unless I have a gig.
Yeah.
But the people that I have gone to see, it's been so much fun. I go to places that I probably would not go to. An example of that would be there's a place across. Oh my God, what is it? Is like a country. It's a bar, but they have a game room
over yonder.
Moonrise,
yeah.
I would have never been seen in a place like Over Yonder.
Yeah,
I love that place.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
It's rowdy, right? Yeah, it gets even that kind of intimidates me because I remember the first time I went back there was a few years ago, and Anders was playing, Anders Thompson, and I walked. People had told me about they were like in the back.
Yeah.
So I walk in the back, and it's like just that door. It looks like an industrial. And I'm like, what is this, the janitor's room or something?
Yeah.
And I open it, it's like a whole other world.
That's right.
And there are the people in there line dancing and stuff, and I'm like, that's even kind of intimidating to me. And it gets very loud in there, too.
It's very cool. I go to see Andrew Sovine's band sometimes when he plays. And, places like that I normally... Now, I am a person, I like to go to the theater and sit down and watch music. So I go to Savannah Music Festival. I go to things like that. But every once in a while, I'll go and go to some funky place.
Yeah.
Hang out.
Well, that leads me to my next question. I was going to say, who are some, other than your bandmates, who are some of your other, favorite artists that you like? Or
here?
Yeah, in Savannah.
Mandy Madsen.
Mandy, yeah.
Ellie, what's Ellie's last name? There's a young lady named Ellie who's absolutely amazing. Oh,
I think,
Ellie.
She's playing at Zunzabar.
Yeah. And
oh, gosh, I just added the event last night. I can't think,
And Lakin Love.
Oh, God, Lakin's great.
Lakin's amazing.
Lakin is amazing, yeah. I've known Lakin for years.
I guess I'm a singer person. I have to...
Of course, yeah. Yeah. You gotta have one singer that you like, yeah. If you didn't, I'd be like, All right.
Yeah, there are a few that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just it's a special place. I mean, so you guys think you're going to stay in Savannah then?
Oh, they will take me out in a pine box.
Yeah.
I am not moving again. I tell Sue all the time, I'm not now. If I transition, she'll be gone. I think she'll go back to Florida in a heartbeat. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
I love it here too much.
Yeah, it's it's and again, that's why I ask people that question about what do you think of the status of the live music scene, because it did kind of obviously everywhere took a hit during COVID.
Yeah.
But it's coming back big time, and it's big time. I mean, I work downtown too, and I in having just an admission, I guess, on my part, and been doing Savannah Jams for 7 or 8 years now, and a lot of people know this. I'll go strong for 3-4 months, and then I'll kind of stop. Something happens, and I kind of take a lull for like a month or two, and then I'll go strong again another 2 months or something. Then something happens, and now I'm older. I'm 46 now. Just recently got married, and so I'm having been at it for so long, I'm like, this year, I'm like, I made a pledge to myself to put out content every single week.
Yeah.
And I work right downtown next to the park at a B&B, and I'm like, there's really no reason, although I love going home and being a homebody, there's really no excuse why I can't go out at least for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm right downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, during COVID, I was living right next to the park, and I would be, that's what I call the golden age. I would be out every single night. I mean, there's really no excuse why I can't go out at least for an hour or so. But on that point, to make a long story short, there are so many places.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I go out. I'm not even people think I'm exaggerating or joking when I say I'm not. I mean, literally, I just drove the other day. I drove, on MLK, and then you take a ride on Congress, and there's was it Orel Taco, I think, is there, and then it's Congress Social Club, and then Boomies, and just that whole, I was like, I didn't know that taco place was there. I didn't. That used to be Sushi Zen right there. Now it's something else, and it's like literally there's. I just heard that Treehouse is closing down in City Market. That's like it's above like kind of.
I don't go to that area often.
Yeah.
City Market is not my jam.
You've heard about Wexford, though, I'm sure, that Irish pub.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And there are, there's a new spot every single night, and I ask, I always ask people that question, and that is one of the common answers that I get, that there are so many places and there's so many opportunities. So having said that, you do the once a month the brunch. You can't see yourself doing a nightly residency.
No, at 73 years old, I am not.
You were not 73, are you?
73 years old. I am not trying to work that hard.
Yeah.
It takes me 24 hours to recover from the gray.
Oh, wow. And that's brunch.
And that's brunch. So,
So what days are the gray, and what times?
Well, it's the first Sunday.
Okay.
We've made it a specific Sunday because people want to come. They want to know when I'm there. So we do the first Sunday every month, and until we don't. I mean, they'll say, not this month or whatever, but we've
At what time?
We start playing at 11:30 to 2:30.
Okay.
And the Gray opens at 11 o'clock, but we start playing at 11:30, and it's a fun time. It's a great gig, and what's great about it is we appeal to the audience. We feel what the audience wants, and we give it to them. Sometimes the audience just wants chill. We do that. Sometimes the audience wants to party, like last Sunday.
Yeah.
And there was a party up in the Gray.
Oh, wow.
So, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, it's actually funny you mentioned that. I was going to ask you that, but I have a confession to make. And I hope that they're not listening, I still have not been to the Gray.
Oh.
I have walked by it. I have looked in the window. I have been in the doorway. But I have
it's
not
an easy place to get
It's
into.
well. First of all, you're right.
That's the other thing.
But I mean,
they don't make it easy to get a reservation.
That's true. That's true. But I have not been. So if I come see you guys, you're gonna have to reserve a spot. Hook me up.
Hook you up. If you want to come and see us,
I do. I definitely want to. But my other question was, about connecting with your audience. First off, how do you, what do you love? And this may be a cliche question. You may have gotten this before, but what do you love about performing, and what do you hate about it?
I don't hate anything about performing.
Mm-hmm.
I love how it makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
I love because I'm an energy person,
mm-hmm.
so I feed off of energy,
mm-hmm.
Good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I can sense what the audience wants.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it. I can see it in their eyes.
You just answered my question. I was going to say, how do you connect with your audience?
I can see it. I can if we're doing a song and people start mouthing the words, that to me is joy personified, mm-hmm. because you've connected.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we can connect with the audience, we're doing our job.
Mm-hmm.
If the audience is like looking off into space and wanting and giving attitude as if I wish they'd shut up,
mm-hmm.
then we're not doing our jobs.
Yeah.
So, it's not complicated for us. It's pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's about them. It's not about us.
How are the crowds? Well, you said that they really got into it. A brunch crowd really got into it.
Dancing and
oh wow,
and that actually happens.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm sure. Are there days though where people are just blase blah? Yeah, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I texted the guys afterwards and I said one word: magical.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when the magic happens.
Yeah.
When everybody, people that you don't think are into it will come up as they're leaving saying how fantastic. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's how it was. I don't know if you've ever been down to the warehouse on the river, or I was talking about Hitman earlier, and Larry Duff, the drummer, plays with him, and I did a couple episodes back. Hitman hosts a open mic there every Tuesday, and the warehouse is just.
Oh, I think I met this guy at Savannah.
Short?
Connect. Yeah.
Really short? He's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Really short.
I know who you're talking
really
about.
Short. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because he talked about.
I'm just kidding. Sorry, Brett.
He talked about doing an open mic at.
Yeah,
down on the river. So
he
I'm the same guy.
He has been doing that for a couple of years now, but it's one of the best in the city. And the warehouse is just, it's a small venue,
mm-hmm.
and but there's just something about it. And I was there, it was a week ago Tuesday, and people who smoke or just gather outside and just chit chat, whatnot. And I was just outside talking with a friend, and you look back in, and it's just like you said, it's magic. It's mm-hmm. just the energy is so good mm-hmm. that there is literally not one person in the place that is not looking at the band, engaged,
yeah,
literally engaged, and that is something special when you get that.
Makes the band perform better.
Exactly. Yeah.
When people are engaged. I mean, we love playing together. So, and I think the audience can sense mm-hmm. when the band is in sync.
Yeah. I think so too.
I think they can sense, and when we play together, that's just for me. I don't know how it is for the guys, but for me, mm-hmm. I am in heaven. I am just in heaven.
Yeah. Well, are there any other than the brunch? Are there any other projects coming up that you want to? Well, I wanted to ask you about the Georgia on My Mind. How'd you get involved with that? Was that Andrew and Jared and
mm-hmm. Andrew asked me to perform,
mm-hmm.
and it's I was the closer, which I mean I went on at almost 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 73 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I go to bed at 8 o'clock. So it was really interesting that I was engaged the whole night because there were so many incredible artists that I had to call on my ancestors and say, you have to help me do this because everybody's so good.
Yeah.
That I need to be at my A game.
Yeah.
And fortunately, it worked out.
Yeah.
I did James Brown, I Feel Good.
Oh, nice.
Not that way.
Yeah.
I'm not James Brown. It was very ethereal.
Oh, okay.
It was very slow and
oh, wow.
sexy.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
The audience loved it, and I got a standing ovation.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And then I did Georgia on My Mind. And that was, that was a compliment to me in the highest order that they put that responsibility. I had that responsibility to actually close the show.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge for me.
Yeah. Had you ever met Ray?
No, never met him. But
any other the other Georgia artists?
REM, I know. B-52s, I know. Who else? Gladys Knight, I've met. Because they did music from everybody. So yeah, I met a few, and it never occurred to me that they were Georgia artists until I moved here. And I did.
It's a special state
the
for
first
music.
Georgia on My Mind, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other plans to do? Would you do another one, just maybe earlier than 11? Would you be like, guys, I'll do it again, but put me on at 8. Put me on at 7:30, at 7:15, so I can be in bed by 8.
Oh, I would do anything that Andrew or Brian Goldman.
Yeah.
They are just...
Yeah, Brian's great.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and he's a good friend.
So, anything in the works, or
no, not that I can talk about.
Yeah, any other projects or anything you want to give a shout out or a plug or anything, or
no? I just
there's no right or wrong answer to that.
No, I just take gigs as they come. I say yay or nay, and I'm not really in search of. So, no, I have nothing in the works right now.
Hey, no, I
am just living my best life.
You're the second person who I've interviewed recently who I'm like, all right, so you got anything in the works? You're like, no. Nothing. And I'm still like getting used to that because normally people are like, oh, yeah, we're doing this. Yes, so I'm like, it's unexpected.
That used to be me.
Yeah.
That used to be me. I am so not there right now.
Well, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer to that, well, you've certainly had a illustrious, blessed career, and you've earned the right to
chill.
Just to chill. I mean, I got to say, this is a very comfortable couch. As we were talking and we were watching Mr. Squirrel out there, and it's a nice bathroom. I know you must be endorsed by Skinny Pop over here because I see the bags of Skinny Pop. Sue, and I'm thinking, man, this is I was gonna say this is like a nice couch to
and so we watch movies up here. So you have to have drinks and popcorn.
Yeah, no, this is. I mean, I want to hang out here. I mean, this is cool. You have to kick me out of here. So, well,
it's fun.
DoLette, thank you so much for everything.
This has been so much fun.
It has. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being you and for being open and honest and everything with me about your career, your life, and I hope to see you out and about.
Don't bank on it. But we'll see.
Well, at least
maybe brunch.
Yeah, I was going to say, save me that seat in the daytime. So, again, this is Scott Siegel with the Savannah Jams, episode number 7. Episode number 7 with DoLette McDonald, coming to you live from Richmond Hill. And until next time, keep jamming, Savannah.